Now, I'm about to let you in, but just fair warning, I'm about to put you on to some really fine products that's gonna update your shower routine. You ready? Okay, I'll let you in. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you can see we're in a different setting. We're in one of my favorite areas of my house, which is the bathroom, an area that I like to spend a lot of time at. And today we're gonna be reviewing my Corrective skin hygiene routine. So we're gonna be talking about products. I love products. I love beauty and self-care products, things that make me look and feel my absolute best and smell good. So I'm gonna be sharing some of the products and tools that I use to accomplish this corrective skin and get you beautiful skin. So let's get started. All right, so starting off strong and in order, I am going to be talking about a bar soap. Put it down loud. Let me put it down first. So I'm going to be talking about a bar soap. And in my routine, I actually like to use this bar soap first. So like when I first get in the shower and let the water sit on my skin, this is the first thing that I'm going in with to actually clean me. So let me show you what I'm using. I like to use this soap, and I feel like the great thing about this bar soap right here is as soon as you pick up the packaging, like you can already smell it. Like it smells clean, it smells very citrusy. The thing that I absolutely love about this one is it's going to clean you. A lot of times you may see on the market like beauty bars, those don't necessarily like clean you. You need a cleansing bar. So I love this absolutely gets the full day off of me when I use it in the shower. And let me show you on the packaging, it says the #1 antibacterial soap, and it's going to clean and eliminate 99.9% bacteria. So that could be from anything. Right now it is sicky season, so if you're frequenting like highly populated areas and stuff, you never know before you walked in there like what was in the air. So I absolutely love that this is cleaning my body and just getting everything off of it. Also too, like if you are the type to have like little surface bumps, and what I mean by that is like they're not really raised, but you could just see like a whole lot of bumps in like one area, and that could be anywhere on your body. So I love this. I actually, what day was that? Last Saturday I actually had like this little area right here on my skin. It had a whole lot of bumps. It almost looked like an allergic reaction, but I don't know where it could have came from. But anywho, I had on makeup the day before, so possibly it could have came from that. I don't typically break out for makeup, but who knows. But for some reason I had these little surface bumps like right here in this little eyebrow area, and I used this. I actually used this on my face, and then I went in with my regular facial wash, and throughout the next couple of days it actually went away. So I absolutely love this. It's going to get your body clean. You can use this by itself, or you can double it and use it with a body wash, but this right here, it's going to do the job. It's going to get you clean, and it's also gentle on the skin. So I know sometimes when you do have those products, those soaps, to where like it do a good job cleaning, but it'll leave your skin all like alligator like. This don't do that. Like I still moisturize after I get out of the shower, but even if I wasn't to do that, it's not really drying out my skin. It's been doing this job. I actually got this pack of 12 bars, so I'm gonna have soap for a minute. But yeah, this is the first thing that I like to use to fully clean my body, and I use it everywhere, sometimes on my face too. So yeah, so after I'm using my bar soap, I do like to go in with a body wash, and I would say this is probably like one of my favorite body washes. It doesn't have like a scent, so if that's kind of your thing, you may want to use something else. I really don't, I like to sometimes use body wash with a scent, but more times than not, like I would rather my perfume like give me that scent rather than like a soap. So it's cool if my soap doesn't like have like a crazy smell. I'm cool with that. But I like this. This is the Natrium Glow Getter, and as you can see, it's at the bottom. Like I've been using this thing up, but I've had it for a little minute now, and I use those two in combination. So I mean, a little goes a long way. But this one right here is a oil to gel body wash. So it's gonna start off like you can see, it's liquidy, it look like an oil, but then as soon as you start lathering up on the skin, then it's gonna turn into like something foamy. And the great thing that I love about this is you actually let it sit on your skin. So you put it on your little cloth, little net or whatever you use. That's your business. And then like you rub it in, and then you kind of let it like sit, because this has some really great products in there that's going to actually help you with your skin. And the one thing that really sticks out to me is the squalane. Now, I actually haven't heard anybody who talks about like beauty products and stuff like that really recognize what squalane is. Maybe it's not like a staple product for them, but for me, I absolutely love squalane. Fermented, so usually when something is fermented, that means like they let it sit for a minute to like really get to its peak performance. Squalane actually has anti-inflammatory properties, so that's going to help if you actually have like eczema or acne or just anything, dark marks, all of that stuff. For me, I started off using squalane on my face, and it really did wonders. Like it was almost like neck and neck with like a retinoid or a retinol. Like that's how good it was. Like I had just like little surface bumps on my skin and, you know, dark marks, and the squalane actually did it, because at the time I didn't have a prescription to get me some retinoid, so I just got some squalane and it worked wonders. So I absolutely love using this on my skin, because not only is my face getting the benefits of the squalane, but also my body. So I'm not dealing with like acne and all that other stuff on my body. And you have oily skin, like this isn't too oily to where it's not gonna like create bumps. It's actually gonna take those away with squalane. So I absolutely love this one. The reason why I got this one is because it has a squalane. Like I don't know if any of the other ones had it, but I specifically looked at this one, so that's why I got this one. I will be buying this again once I run out, but this is definitely my favorite. These two right here is the key. Okay? So while we are on the topic of like stubborn acne or just surface acne, I absolutely love using this mask just to combat that, bring things that are like deep in the pores up to the surface, so that way when I use products on the surface of my skin, like it'll just take care of it, because it's been brought up from the inside out. So I absolutely love using this not only on my face, but you can use it, you know, in different areas like your hot spots or whatever. Quick little thing, I like to use this with apple cider vinegar and then a couple drops of tea tree oil, because the tea tree oil is actually going to help with any like fungal skin conditions you have. Sometimes it's not really acne, sometimes it's a little fungus on your skin. It's going to kill bacteria. So if you find that like, ooh, I've seen this so much on the internet. So I actually use deodorant without aluminum in it, and I didn't necessarily have to do like anything to switch from the other one. Like I just bought another deodorant and it was the one without aluminum in it. If you find that like you've tried aluminum free deodorant, or you want to get into it, but when you used it you was a little musty, actually use this. So you can do this mask, you can do a few scoops of this apple cider vinegar and then some tea tree oil, and what it's going to do is going to bring out all of that bacteria that's sitting inside of your skin or sitting on the surface of your skin, and like bring it out, so that way when you do use the aluminum free deodorant, it's going on a clean surface. It's not going on a whole bunch of other products. So you're really detoxing the skin in order to like make it renew, so that way you can use it and you don't walk around musty. So that is a tip if you're actually interested in getting into aluminum free deodorant. But if not, if you just want to make sure like every month or so, you know, just reset your body, you can do this. I like to use this on my face and, you know, my hot spots, just to make sure everything is renewed. This is a powerful mask. And at first when I was buying it, they didn't have it on like in the stores. I only had to get it on Amazon, but now they have it in the stores. Like I can go into the grocery store and get it. So I would check your local grocery store to see if they have it, because this is amazing. This scrub, I like to use this in shower, and I found that this is one of the most like, whenever I use it, like my skin, it actually feels soft. And it don't feel soft as far as like, I feel like I scraped off a layer of skin, but it really just feels soft and nourished after. So this is the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser, and this one, I don't recommend using it right after you just like did hair removal or whatever, use it before or maybe like a few days after. But it's for sensitive skin and it has AHA in it. So AHA is actually going to help with the appearance of the skin. So if you have a lot of texture on the skin, you have dark marks, sometimes too, like people don't know, if you don't use sunscreen, like the sun can actually age your skin. So this is helping, like while you're exfoliating, getting that new layer of skin and just like really putting the products back into your skin that you might have lost from not using, you know, products that actually put that back into your skin. You hear that? Like all them little minerals moving around. Like it foams up really, really well. And this, you can use it anywhere on the body. I don't recommend you use it on the face. They actually have different facial scrubs if that's something that you're interested in doing. But you can use this anywhere else on the body. And this is good. Like if you have any like little razor bumps, dark marks, little acne, you know, it's really good for just getting that new layer of skin and improving the texture of your skin. So if that's something that you deal with, definitely look into this one. Now let's talk about a tool that I like to use. So I like to use this little thing right here. That's what the back looks like, and this is what the front looks like. Now the great thing about this one is it may kind of look like it's spiky and it's like harsh, but as it gets wet, these little bristles, they kind of like bend. And the way that I like to use this is I like to use it like this. And I only like to use it on like my hot spots or whatever. And the thing about it is with these little bristles, if you have like problems with like ingrown hairs or something like that, these little bristles, what they're gonna do is when you're rubbing it like this, those little bristles, they gonna go pluck that hair from being pluck that little hair from growing inside, and then it's literally gonna bring it out. So using on underarms, I love using this just because a lot of times, especially if you're doing hair removal yourself, you may tend to like have the hair grow. I mean, you may remove the hair like against the grain rather than the way that it grows. So that can cause the ingrown hair to kind of like grow in that way because you just kind of like disrupted this process. And you don't necessarily have to use this if you have ingrown hairs. Like I just like to use a separate tool on like certain areas of my body just to kind of like really focus in on those. But I love using this one because it gets the job done. I actually got this one on Amazon. I am gonna look for the link to see if I have it so I can put it in there if you're interested in trying the brush. But this is a really soft brush. You can take it apart and clean it, so you can definitely get a lot of use out of this. I'm gonna move on to some things that you would do after you just taking your shower. What products would you use? I like to use rose water. Now this brand, this is just a Trader Joe's brand rose water. I've used like 3 different ones, but I found that they all kind of like work the same. I don't have a preferred rose water. They all basically do its job for me, but I absolutely love using rose water. Rose water for me, I'll use it in the morning, like after I do my skincare routine. If let's say I come in the bathroom and I feel like I want to look a little dewy, I will spray this rose water down on my skin and also take it like down to my chest too. So yeah, I'm spraying rose water everywhere. I really like the dewy looks. So I found in my experience, rose water actually not only hydrates my skin, but I feel like it also heals it. So like I was just saying the other day, I had like last week, I had little surface bumps kind of around my eyebrows. I was also using rose water spray. So I was using it in the morning when I did my routine. Cleaned it with the dowel, got out of the shower, I did me a mask, I sprayed my face with some rose water. And I mean, as of right now, it was gone within a few days, like I would say 1 to 2 days, just because all of those products, they're actually working to get the dirt and bacteria off of your skin. So I actually detoxed the skin. So whatever was under those surface bumps, it brought it out. And then this rose water, it actually like helped heal it. You look at a lot of beauty products, some of them do have rose water. If you look at like makeup removing products, they have rose water in there. So I just bought a little commercial brand rose water. I haven't actually experimented with making my own rose water, but maybe I might do a little DIY with that one of these days. And I've actually found with a few years ago, I actually had like this little like skin thing going on my chest area. And I feel like for women, most of our clothes, it kind of like centers around this. Like even with this shirt that I got on, like I can either have it buttoned all the way up or I can wear it kind of open. But either way, this area is going to be seen. So I feel like it's super important to take care of your skin. That's why I actually started using this whole area, and anything that I'm using on my face, I do actually bring it down to my chest area just to make sure it's still getting that same love and care. And I'm also conscious about like the products that I am using in the shower. So because of that, I want to make sure like my skin actually looks good and the products that I'm using are actually benefiting my skin. So yeah, that's one of the reasons like why I spray the rose water like on my skin right here. And I think we look clear. Like I've definitely seen a major and drastic difference from using the products that I use on my face on my chest, as well as spraying my chest with rose water. So we did briefly talk about like the hair removal process and things of that sort. And if dark marks or ingrown hairs is something that you deal with, then I would recommend that you use this. This is from Topicals, and it's their High Roller Ingrown Hair Tonic, and it comes with a roller ball, so you just kind of like roll it onto the skin, and it's gonna give you like a little clear, little fluid on the skin. And you can use this anywhere that you do hair removal at. It's your business, it ain't my business where you're doing that, but it's safe to use in all of those areas, and you just put it on and use it. I have found also too, I'm combining the products that I've already talked about, but I have found with me stacking those products, like it works pretty well for me. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. Now we're gonna move on to moisturizing the skin, because you can't do all of that and then like not putting on a little something on your skin. Like you just can't do that. So I'm gonna actually be discussing two forms of moisturizer that I use. So the first one is this Eucerin. It's the Intensive Repair Lotion. I love this one. So quick little story. I actually, like right now it's kind of cold, so where I'm at we don't exactly experience winter, but it do get cold. And I found like when the temperatures are cold, like my skin, it can be a little bit drier. So the other day I had like a little, like my foot, it was a little dry or whatever, so I was like, this isn't us. Like I need to get rid of this. Like this is not me. So I actually put some of this on my feet, and then I put on some socks. And I did it twice in one day. So I put some of this on my feet, put the socks on, and then like let it sit for a minute, and then I went back to go fill it, and it was a lot less rough than it was before. So I did it again, put some more lotion on, and then lifted my sock back up, and then I went about my day. The next day it was literally gone. Like there was no more little like dry little patch on my feet. So if you tend to deal with like alligator skin, or you have very dry skin, I would definitely use this. This does not have a scent, but like I was saying earlier, the things that I use, I'm not really pressed about them having a scent, because I like to go in with like my perfumes, and I like to combine those. So I really want like the products that I use to have like the good benefits for my skin. Then I can go in with another scent and get that fragrance somewhere else. But I absolutely love this, and this is safe if you have like eczema and stuff like that. I like this one. Now, not to contradict myself, because I did say I like stuff I like unscented stuff to use on my skin. These two things, they do have a scent, but okay, and they still are good. So I like to use this EOS, and this is vanilla cashmere. It's almost as if, like, to me vanilla is almost kind of like unscented in a way. Like this is a good layering scent, so that's why I do have it, and I do use it. And I like to use these two together just because I feel like they kind of give me the same like fragrance notes, so I like to use them together. I have used them separately together, but I just find let's double it up and use both. So I'm first going in and putting a little drop of this in my hand, And this has 24-hour moisturizing body lotion, got shea oil, shea butter, and it's for soothe and dry skin, for soothing protection for dry skin. And then I like to add in a few drops of this oil right here, and this is the lavender calming essential oil, body oil. I haven't used this in a bath, but they say you can use it in a bath. I only use it on my body. I put a little squirt of this, rub it in, and I found that this has left my body feeling moisturized for the entire day. And it doesn't really give oily. I have found that when I use this by itself and I put it on my skin, it kind of like, it was oily, so it was like as soon as I touch something, like it's gone almost. So I think that's probably too my reason for combining them together. Like, I like to look a little oily and dewy, but I don't want to just like rub it off as soon as I like touch something. So I like to combine these two together to make sure like I actually rub it into my skin and it's not just a bunch of oil just sitting on top of it. And my skin is actually soft, like real soft. So that is everything from my corrective hygiene routine that I have to share with you guys today. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below and make sure you like. And then also, if there's any products that you use in your corrective routine that you feel like you would recommend, let me know. So next time I go hygiene shopping, I could probably check them out, see what I think. But I'll see you guys in my next video.